Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. We are going to discuss some facts about journey of computers. So let's begin. Charles Babbage designs the difference engine and the analytical engine laid the foundation for modern computers. Next is the ENIAC, built in 1945, was the first electronic and programmable computer. Now next is first generation computers from 1946 to 1959 used vacuum tubes which consisted of thin filaments that caused the computers to heat up a lot. They had limited memory, so they could not store much information. These computers were huge, costly, slow, and not very reliable. They required a lot of maintenance. People programmed them using machine language and assembly language, both of which were quite complex. Famous first generation computers include ENIAC and UNIVAC. Now next is second generation computers from 1959 to 1965 were relatively smaller because they used tiny transistors instead of bulky vacuum tubes. These computers were faster and cheaper, making them more efficient. They stored information using magnetic core memory. People used punch cards for input and got results on paper or magnetic tapes. These computers use assembly languages for programming and could work on data in organized batches. Famous computers from this time were the CDC 3600 and IBM 7090. These computers were more reliable than the first generation computers. So next is third generation computers from 1965 to 1971 used integrated circuits ICs. They are also known as silicon chips or microchips. They were used widely. Integrated circuits are circuits of many electronic components together on a chip. The use of IC dramatically reduced the size of computers. Keyboards and friendlier interfaces were introduced for users, which helped them interact with the computers. Programming languages like Common Business Oriented Language, COBOL, Formula Translation, Fortran, and Beginner All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code BASIC made it easier to write software for these machines. These computers were smaller, but they were still expensive. IBM System 360 and DC's PDP-11 were popular models during this time. So next is fourth generation computers from 1971 to 1980 used integrated circuits with VLSI technology. VLSI stands for very large scale integration, which means almost up to 1 lakh electronic components are present on a single small chip. This chip is also known as microprocessor. They use the faster and more reliable random access memory RAM instead of the older magnetic core memory. Input devices like keyboards and mouses are used to interact with these computers. For output, they have monitors and printers. High-level programming languages like C, Pascal, and Fortran are used to write software for these computers. Fourth generation computers are faster, smaller, and cheaper than their predecessors. Some popular names from this era include IBM PC, HP 1000 series, and DEC 10. Now next is fifth generation computers from 1980 to till date use artificial intelligence AI and machine learning ML are their main technologies. They have advanced memory to store and handle large amount of data effectively. Input and output methods include voice recognition, gesture control, augmented reality, virtual reality, and brain computer interfaces. Popular programming languages like Python, R, and Julia are used to create AI and ML programs. Now next is computers are known for their speed and can perform complex calculation in a fraction of a second. Now next is computer possess memory to store vast amounts of information ensuring quick access. Now next is computers let us communicate through the internet letting us connect globally. Now next is computers lack independent thinking, emotions and empathy. They rely on precise instruction and require regular maintenance. Thank you. If anyone have any queries or suggestions, please write in the comment box.